If you would have asked me back in the day when I was studying to be an accountant that I would be running one of Canada's largest private pension funds, I would have never dreamed of it in a million years.
I always thought I would be in the Army.
I always had little businesses as I was growing up.
I've always been attracted by the world of finance and economics.
Through my life, I've tried many things, and I always made sure that what I was doing, I always liked.
I set out at an early age never to work at a company that has its own truck.
Well, actually, I developed an interest in electronics and science more or less at about the same time.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to be a weatherman.
I always had the idea of being a doctor. I didn't know what kind of doctor other than a doctor.
I always wanted to be a fireman, so it didn't really work out too well. I think if there's one person that's inspired me the most, it's my father.
I love my late father immensely. He was one of the few good men put on this earth.
We have some amazing executives in our company, and my father, Aldo Bensadoun, have all been role models, and each one has taught me different things.
Probably the most important role model I've had in my life is actually my mother, as corny as that sounds. She went through a tough life, never seeing those struggles that she went through early in life as a burden, but something that created strength, resilience, and has always had that interest and passion for people. So there's these wonderful role models that you can have in life, but often the most important are right there with your own family. And for me, it's my mom.
I've looked towards my father. He was a concentration camp survivor. The leadership that he represented was a quality of leadership that I just wanted to sort of aspire to, and that is the ability to survive.
Leadership is a very important quality, I think, in today's world.
I think the qualities of a leader, passion.
Better to get lost in your passion than to lose your passion.
Real leadership comes from your heart. It comes from believing in people and wanting to do good, and the ability to inspire others.
Keeping everybody together and keeping them focused on a common goal.
Be first on the line and carry the troops with you.
Be a person of integrity. I try to do what I think is the right thing.
Always be enthusiastic and see the positive.
I think it's about living your life to a set of values and hopefully inspiring other people to do good things.
I'm fortunate enough to know several of the people who are being honored here today, and one person who really stands out is Sheldon Ellman. He's just been so successful through his career and really starting from scratch with a national organization.
Andy and Eric and myself are pretty boisterous.
David Bensadoun, wonderful guy, sweet guy. He's 6'20", so I have to say nice things about him.
He's just a powerhouse, and I always laugh because I think I'm more than a foot taller than him.
My first apartment was smaller than David Bensadoun's right shoe.
I think a commonality amongst many of the leading men is compassion and caring.
You've got them coming from all industries, you've got them coming from all aspects of life.
It's great to be amongst achievers who done great things.
These are people whose names you see time and time again, so I'm very proud to be part of that group.
Are touched by it, are very sensitive to it. And I believe it gives us a chance to act as role models for others.
I was taught a long time ago that it is better to give than it is to receive, and it takes you a while to go through life to understand what the true meaning of that is.
We're here to celebrate an institution that is truly here to tip the world in favor of the humankind.
It's really been a home of so many discoveries, and it's a wonderful place for us to be involved in.
The most compelling thing about Weizmann is its interest in developing excellence in education and excellence in scientific knowledge.
Creating what Daniel Zafman has called this culture, or he calls it a playground for people to discover things.
I hope that the Weizmann Institute and all that it's doing through this helps inspire more people.
Oh, the Weizmann Institute. a place that obviously would never admit me to its student body or faculty, but when seriously, I'm really impressed with this place.
It's an incredible organization in the sense of what they're doing, neuroscience, and I'm a real bit of a nut for following what's going on with the brain.
I really believe that the charities that I'd like to be involved in are ones that contribute to all of mankind.
I think this event has become really big because Weizmann is really big. Weizmann can get a lot of people energized. The number of discoveries and innovations that have come out of that institute are enormous, and success brings success.
The Weizmann Institute is renowned for creating thinkers and who are working on research projects that will be useful for today, but potentially could be dramatically even more useful 25 years from now.
Maybe one day, at one moment, one of those researchers that are funded by this scholarship will have an eureka moment, and that would be a great thing.
Your support allows us to attract the best students and makes it possible for them to devote their full time to their studies and research.
By the fellowships that you give, we are able to attract the best and the brightest.
It helps us get the excellent students that we so need to do our research.
So supporting them is really supporting the future of science.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
תודה רבה. תודה רבה. Merci beaucoup. D'accord.
תודה רבה.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
המון תודות.
תודה רבה.
Thank you. תודה רבה from the Weizmann Institute.
Thank you from all of us.
If the past tells you anything about the future, you can be sure that the money that you're spending, the money that you're contributing to support this gala will be well used, and some of it will somehow lead to some discoveries that are going to change the world.